How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And I just wanted to give my general thoughts on Supergirl. Now, there may be spoilers in this video. I'm not entirely sure. But I saw the movie last night, and it was just okay for me. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't terrible. It's just a pretty standard, kind of forgettable superhero movie. Which is a shame. Now, I was hoping I'd like it a lot more than I did. But, what can you do? Now, I have not read the Woman of Tomorrow comic that this movie's based on, so I don't know how accurate it is. From what I hear, it's not super accurate at all. I guess I have the basic story premise. I am really curious to read the comic myself one day, though, so I'm definitely going to do that. So, I'll talk about the things I liked first, which I think Millie Alcock, I think she's a good Supergirl. I liked her performance. So I thought she was good. I think the music in this movie is generally pretty good. Both the original soundtrack and the licensed songs they use. I like those. And the best part of this movie that everyone agrees on, Jason Momoa as Lobo, is just perfect. He is incredible in this role. Way back in 2014, when it was rumored that Jason Momoa was going to be a DC movie, everyone was like, yeah, make him Lobo, because that's literally perfect casting. And he ended up being Aquaman. He was fine as Aquaman, but seeing him in this movie is he should have been Lobo from the first place, because he's just perfectly embodies the character. He is Lobo. Absolutely one of the best comic book castings ever, period. And hope he gets that solo movie that he was talking about. But that's generally stuff I liked about the movie. Cinematography, visuals-wise, it was fine. There wasn't too much noticeable CG. Maybe one or two shots of Crypto, the lighting didn't look right with him versus everyone else in the scene. But otherwise, yeah, the cinematography was fine. Nothing mind-blowing. This isn't the Batman or Clayface by the looks of it. It was fine. So the general plot of this one is that Supergirl, she's really depressed because she saw the destruction of Krypton. Well, actually, no, it happened before she was born, and then she and her her city lived on a really tiny island, but everyone ended up getting kryptonite poisoning. So her father sent her off to Earth. So she actually grew up on a little section of Krypton before she was sent off. So it's not like Clark, who doesn't remember any of this stuff. And so she's kind of really depressed and drinks a lot. She doesn't really consider Earth her home like Clark does. She finds it hard to connect with him. She's out partying a lot, and then a generic bad guy man comes and kills this girl's family. So obviously this girl wants revenge. And then she ends up meeting up with Carr in a bar, and then they kind of gather and potting around. And it's the usual, Carr's oh, we're not friends and stuff like that, but then, they grow to like each other, of course, in the movie. Pretty standard. And like I said, the villain is super generic. His name's Krem, I think. He's just generic bad guy man. He's not particularly menacing either. I noticed he eats a lot. That's something I do remember about his character, is that he practically every time we see him, he's eating something or drinking something. So I guess there's that going for him. Yeah, him and his group, they run this organization of all men, so they kidnap women and basically use them to breed, that kind of thing. So basically they're a bunch of sex traffickers. And Supergirl's just doing this because Krem poisoned Crypto. You saw this in the trailer. So and Crypto only has a couple days to live, so that's why she agrees to go on this quest. And yeah, it's a fairly standard sci-fi adventure. In the last act, when she actually where's the Supergirl costume, fights all the bad guys, all that stuff. The other girl whose family was killed, she's about to kill Krem, and then Supergirl gives this whole speech about how you don't have to let revenge consume you. And I don't think this speech was really earned at all. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. So then the girl decides not to kill Krem, and the Supergirl just does it anyway, immediately afterwards. Okay, I guess it's supposed to be Supergirl's not above having revenge. Even though Krem didn't kill her whole family, he only poisoned the dog. So I guess that's supposed to be equally as bad, and worth getting revenge over. I don't know, it felt very weird. But anyway, at the end, she goes back to Earth and meets up with Superman, which he's in a little bit, like here and there, mostly through flashbacks and like video calls. But it's nice to see him still like in the movie and like some presence. And they have like a nice little like heart to heart, and she talks about like how she's gonna stick around for a while. I'm pretty sure she is confirmed to be in Man of Tomorrow, so that'll be nice to see. Like finally, we'll get Superman and Supergirl versus Brainiac and Lex Luthor and like everyone else in the Justice Gang and all that stuff. So that's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I thought the movie was it was fine. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. Yeah, so those are my general thoughts on Supergirl. It was alright. Really hope Clayface kind of blows my mind, you know. I'm really looking forward to that one. And Man of Tomorrow as well. What did you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments below. And be sure to like and subscribe to us, man. Have a great day. See ya.